Hey there you guys, welcome back. I can't fit all in frame. I apologize, it's going to be awkward. You're going to be looking at me from here down. But hey, you're here to watch this anyway. Today I'm going to be putting together hanging baskets for my backyard on the fence. It was a spur of the moment thing. I was thinking I wasn't going to do this. I was thinking I was maybe going to take some of the orchids that I have and make hangers and then hang those so that they get more sun. But I was reminiscing over some old photos and from the old condo that I used to live in. I had some beautiful hanging baskets and I wanted to relive that. So I ended up buying all kinds of stuff to do those planters. Actually, these are the same containers, the same planter baskets as I used in the condo, and I just thought I'd bring you along with me while I plant. I'm gonna plant one with you. They're gonna wow, can't even talk. They're both gonna be identical, so you don't need to watch me do both. I'll just show you how I'm gonna go about it and what I'm using, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna set one of these aside. I'll move this one out of the way. One of the tricks that I'm going to be doing is, as any of you probably know, when you're planting hanging baskets, they're fantastic in the spring, but then as the summertime comes around, it gets really, really hot. They dry out. Like, you could water them probably 3 times a day, and they're always bone dry. The way that I'm going to avoid that is I actually took a kitchen catcher garbage bag and I cut it up. I could have made this a little bit smaller, but I can also fold it in half. I'm going to line the bottom of my my container with the plastic bag. This is going to trap some of the water so that I don't have to water as often. If everything just drained out, then it would be a little bit difficult and you'd need to water every day, twice a day in the middle of summer. This hopefully will retain a little bit of moisture. It's going to get a puddle of water going on down the bottom and just hold a little bit more than it normally would. So today what we're going to use is I've got a red dipladenia, a beautiful climbing plant, a tropical plant. Absolutely beautiful plant. I love it. The flowers remind me of a petunia. It's got a beautiful glossy leaf. Some garden centers will also call these mandevilla. There is a mandevilla. These have completely different leaves than a mandevilla. I'm sure it's in a similar family because the flowers look similar, but the dipladenia has a glossy leaf, whereas the mandevilla has a larger leaf and it's not as glossy. It's just a big leaf in comparison. We're doing a few different colors of calibrachoas, million bells petunias. I want to have this basket in colors of pink and purple. So I've got a beautiful pinky purple calibrachoa, a dark purple, and I've also got a purple with a little bit of, it's light and dark purple in this one. And then I also have some verbena. I actually made a mistake and I only bought one color of verbena. I wanted to get a light pink variety as well, but I went out just before this video to try to get some light pink ones, and would you believe nobody had any verbena. So I'm going to leave a hole in this basket for a verbena at a later date, probably in a week or so when they become more available. It's still a little bit early to buy these warm weather annuals. I also have this Tradescantia that we took cuttings of. We did a video on this one, and they're doing well. They're doing really, really well. So anyway, we've got the... hey, where's my soil? Be right back. I'm going to go grab my soil. Okay, so I've got my soil here. I don't know how I thought that I could get away with not using soil. It was way over there. But anyway, we got it now. This is a moisture control, a moisture max potting soil. So with a hanging basket, it's good to use something that is moisture retentive. Because as you probably know, like I've said, they dry out really, really quick. I'm also going to use a slow release fertilizer. Usually we pack so many plants in here and they're all flowering plants. They will all need fertilizer and they're all competing, so they're going to need a lot of food. So I like to put a little bit of fertilizer, slow release, in with my soil, and then I also fertilize as the season goes on. And that's part of the trick to keeping these things beautiful all season long. don't have a shovel here. So I'm just going to pour some in the bottom. And we'll add some slow release fertilizer. Probably be easier if I just dump it in. Get a little measuring spoon here. Just a couple of spoonfuls. We'll mix it in. Just like that. And now we're just going to loosely place our plants. That's a trick that I've learned over the years. You want to lay out your plants before you actually plant them. Move them around, find out where you like them. Now we got, what colors do I have? I've got the pink, the purple, and make sure I have one of each color. Okay, so we'll bring these out. Want to have a verbena on this side and a verbena on the other side. So I'll put the verbena here, and then we'll have the calabricoa over here, taking out all the tags. We don't need the tags. And when I'm putting them in, I'm leaning them out to the side a little bit. You don't want to have them planted straight up and down. You want to have them leaning over towards the edge. And I have one more calabricoa. No matter how we do this, it's going to be a little uneven. Come on. I'm actually going to move this verbena over to this side. Why am I doing that? Because this is a more pink Million Bells petunia. I'm going to have the pink between the purple, and then I'm going to have... wait a minute. See, this is why you do this. I'm doing this all in front of you. Okay, so I've got the purple verbena, I've got the pink, and then the purple, and then it's going to be pink verbena again here, and then the purple calabricoa again over here. So I'm leaving a hole for the verbena that I don't have at the moment. Now we're going to take the Tradescantia. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. Got some roots in here, not a lot. Just going to separate this group in half. This one doesn't even have any roots yet. Alright. So we'll put this one in this side, and I'll put this one in just over here. Hope you can see all of this. I'll do a close-up of the container when we're all finished. Now we'll grab some more soil and we'll fill it up. And this Diplodania, it's a vine, so it will grow up the hangers of the planter. Another thing that we're going to do with this at the end is we're going to cut off all the flowers. It hurts so much to do it, but you'll end up getting it to bush out and establish itself with a healthy root system. And within a few weeks you're going to have blooms again. Usually by the end of the week you'll have beautiful blooms. But I'll say 2 weeks just to be on the safe side. I don't want you to think it'll happen immediately. But you'll have better results if you do it. After all, the plant is putting all of its energy into producing flowers right now, and you want it to produce a nice healthy root system in its new home before it starts flowering again. Healthy root system means a much healthier plant, which means a longer lived plant. And that's ultimately what we want. The only one that I'm not going to trim is the Diplodania in the center. Wonderful. Fantastic. There we go. So this is all done. Like I said, this is going to be a hole for the other verbena. I'm just going to take my little pruners, just going to pinch it back and take all of the blooms off. It'll send out all kinds of side shoots. You're going to get a much more bushy plant. It hurts so much to do this right now because you want it to be pretty right away. Bill, what are you doing? It's a beautiful day outside. The kids are having fun outside. It's wonderful that they're not inside playing video games. Fantastic. So here we go. I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up of the planter so you can see what I've done. And yeah, I'll do the same thing again, but not on camera. Anyway, come on in closer. We'll show you what I've done. Okay, so here's the Diplodania. It looks really, really nice. The flowers aren't open yet, but that won't take them long. I cut back the Calibrachoas. Along here where each leaf is, you'll notice little teeny leaves. Let me see if I can bring it a little closer here. Little teeny leaves. So because I've taken away the apical dominance of the plant, these little side shoots are now going to grow like crazy. They're going to try to be the new head honcho of this plant. So they're going to fight for dominance, and it's going to give me the benefit of seeing a lot more tips where they're going to produce blooms. So got more Calibrachoas here. We got the Tradescantia that I also cut back. It will also send out all kinds of side shoots. Here's the verbena. The leaves of verbena are quite interesting, and we've got all kinds of side shoots as it is here. But it will continue with the side shoots and be a much bushier plant. And I will show you updates on this as the season progresses. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I can tell you that much. Container, and then it promotes all kinds of algae growth. Where this stuff will get stuck, you'll stick it right in the soil, and you don't get the nutrients in the water itself.